Cristian, welcome back. How's the last week or so for you?
Eventful, gained a lot of experience. Proud and privileged to be in the position that we're in. And, there's nothing like representing a country, even though, obviously I didn't play. At some point, I want to be on that field, but until then, I got to support and do everything I can to help the team.
You took a photo with some coaches. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
About that?
I was talking to Richie, and Richie was talking to me about New York, and all of a sudden they say picture, and all the guys are giving me crap about it. So maybe. It's a good staff, though. It's a good staff.
What do you get out of being with the team even when you're not getting on the field?
I gained a lot of experience. There's a lot of pressure in the World Cup qualifying, much more than I anticipated. And I saw the conditions at Honduras. I saw how tough it could be to qualify for a World Cup here in the CONCACAF region. I gained a lot of experience in that. I practiced with the best guys in the United States, which is another thing. It's a speed of play which we don't get here. In the international level, it's big, and I'm just very, very proud to be there. I was the biggest cheerleader when I was in the stands.
So when you get the initial call, are you told, like, we're bringing in 26, only 23 are going to play, you're one of the guys that's on the bubble, or how does that conversation go? Right,
there were a couple guys on yellow cards, and he wanted some extra players just in case something happened, whether it was injuries, yellow card suspensions. We saw that with Josie and Wando come in, and we had a talk beforehand, and obviously it was extremely positive to be even mentioned and to be brought into World Cup qualifying, even though you don't play as a 22-year-old with one cap. That says a lot. So I was told what my purpose, what my goal was supposed to be for World Cup qualifying.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, that's fine. I was just going to go back in terms of the speed. National level is up here. When you come back, what's the strategy you try to do to keep playing with that speed? You know what I mean? And what goes through your mind with that?
Yeah, I think mentally you just got to be tuned in. You got to be sharp. You practice like this is your last practice. And I've always done that. I've always felt like I get a lot out of practices. So for me, it's trying to practice at the same speed, because the speed of thought is honestly the fastest thing. Your touch has to be a little bit better, but the speed of thought is what is the game changer.
Does it help with the team with quite a lot of internationals on it? Does that help in that strategy?
Yeah, and it happens with every international. Whether that's Roman with Panama, Gustav with Sweden, the speed of the international level is a little bit faster, and for that reason, you come back and guys are just sharper.
What position does Bruce mostly have? Is it defensive mid?
Defensive mid, number 8. I don't play too much out on the wing or, a little bit more attacking. He did mention something along the lines of right wing back if we had to. Play in a 5-3-2 or a 5-4-1, but he mainly sees me at center mid, and he says, obviously, if something happens and we need you at right back, it's an option.
There's a lot of conversation about you and Acosta being the future of U.S. soccer. How's your chemistry with him on the field and just in general?
Yeah, I think Kellen's a really good player. He's a funny guy off the field, good teammate. And I think he has a extremely bright future. I mean, he can kick the ball both his left, right foot, good engine, and a great shot. You saw it in the goal versus Honduras. So, I think our chemistry is pretty good, and who knows? It can happen. Till then, he's a competition for now, but he's in a good spot, and I'm really proud of him.
Country's working well. Let's talk about the club. Obviously, everybody's back. Big game against LA on Sunday, and just a preview on that.
Yeah, a couple of disappointing games. These last 2 games, we felt like we were the better team. So now we have to, actually show it with our result. Sometimes soccer's a funny thing where you play well and you don't get the result, and then you play somewhat poorly and you manage to find a win. So for us, we have to find a combination of both of those. Our goal is to get results, but our style of play is pretty good in my opinion. But we have to take it to LA, and we have to bury our chances because in the last couple games we haven't done that, and we've really been emphasizing that in practice.
Guys on top of the league, is there something in terms of more about just, I think you just answered this, playing your style, not even looking at the scoreboard? There's got to be something that's empowering about that it says if you guys take care of your business and play your game, things should work out heading into the playoffs.
Right. I believe in our style. I think the coaching staff, the players believe in it. We've shown well with it. Obviously, it's overwhelming at home where we get tons of possession and tons of chances, and sometimes we don't score our chances. But the good thing is we're creating those chances, and that's the biggest thing, I think. If teams don't create too many chances, they're likely not to win games. And then obviously in the back, we have to be a little bit more steady and keep a clean sheet, and because that's what got us in this role. In the first place, we were good in the back, and we managed to find a goal or two.
It seems like one of the things the team has to get better on is the space in between lines, between the fives and the center backs. There's a lot of space. In the Portland game, Sebastian Blanco was able to find that space and create danger. How can you create less of that and counter that?
Well, I think it'll help because we had a little bit of a break for that Portland game. We had 3 games in a week, and it was a little bit tiring with the travel. So maybe that's why the game was so open. There were people that we were just running less as a team. So now I think it might be a little bit tighter against LA, especially LA winning 3-0 at home and maybe wanting to come here and defend a little bit more. So we have to be prepared for that, and we have to be sharp in between the lines, because if we don't take good first touches, space is no longer there. 3-4 seconds later.
Sounders actually unbeaten in 3 of the past 4 Septembers. What does that say about the club just getting hot at the right time?
Yeah, this is the time where you have your team established. We have our additions already here, and I think they've gelled well with our team. And it's always been like that. I think these last 3 years, we've added players, and it's only helped us. I think the front office does a great job of that, and filling in the positions that we need. And at this point, we have 2 road games, but the rest, are pretty home heavy, and I think that's the biggest thing. We take care of our home games, and we'll be in a good spot.
First time hosting Sigi coming home. Is there any conversation in between the locker room, between the guys, or you personally, do you have any thoughts on that?
I think it'll be interesting. I think our fans appreciated everything that he did for this club. Didn't miss the playoffs once, Open Cup. I mean, you name it. This guy has done everything for this club. And for me, I was very proud to be part of his team, to be part of. Have him be a part of my development. He's the one that gave me the chance, and I think it should be a very warm welcome because he deserves it.